Hello YouTube and welcome back to Tylo or Bust. I'm Mike Braedley and we are here almost in orbit of Tylo, just watching our refueler. So yeah, this is running at 30 times normal speed, so basically 1 frame of video equals 1 second of playtime. I did this because, well, this was half of a 6-hour play session. Prior to that, I had 3 other 2-hour play sessions just to get this guy out to Tylo. And that is why this episode is so short. I basically ran out of time to do anything really productive other than just get a whole bunch of fuel out to Tylo. So, having said that, I kind of want to just talk about what my process is for making these videos. And it's basically, if I know I'm going to use a bunch of the video that I record, or that I'm going to record, I'll do like a 2 or 3 hour play session on a Friday night. And then edit that on Saturday, get it rendered, and get it uploaded to be in your sub boxes on Sunday. I knew that I was going to have to spend a whole lot of time on this, which is why I did a bunch of 2-hour sessions earlier in the week, and I thought that was going to be enough, but nope. So Friday night, I start my play session half hour in. I realize, hey, I'm not going to have any video at all. I might as well record this so that I get at least something out. And this is basically what resulted. So, with all this fuel, you might think, oh, hey, next week's going to be awesome. You're going to try and land your lander on its remote mission. Well, yeah, probably. But it's still not quite enough fuel, as you'll see here in a couple minutes. So, yeah, this is... I decided first to just send a single orange tank for refueling. So that's this here docking now. And there we go. And so that fills up 2 of the inner tanks on my lander. And start transferring some RCS and some other, or basically, yeah, just RCS. And then head back out to those other 4 tanks, 3 of which are full. And pick those up so that I can bring them back down to low Tylo orbit. Now, I intended to basically crash the orange tank into the surface of Tylo, but didn't quite have enough RCS. But that's okay, it's on a pretty high orbit, even though it does touch down at about 100 nautical, or 100 kilometers, or actually a little less, but it's not going to be a problem for collisions or anything like that. That stuff's rare. So again, just transferring some fuel and monopropellant, dropping my periaps with this guy, and yeah, he'll meet back up with the station and transfer his load of fuel. Now, back to the lander. So I have enough fuel for the main section, that regular size tank, as well as the 4 tanks with engines on them. And that is almost enough to get me down to the surface Tylo and then back up. I did some tests off screen with a backup save, just to see how close I could manage to getting all this done without those 8 Odo tanks. And unfortunately, with the lander itself, it's not quite enough. What I think I'll do is I'll use one of the orange transfer stage sections that has the 4 nuclear engines as a means of killing my orbital velocity. And then I'll probably do a heaven drop maneuver, which is basically straight down from, in this case, probably about 30 kilometers. That's going to save me a bunch of delta V in my lander stage and allow me to get down and then back up without those 8 Odo tanks. Now, the problem is, when I did my test, I ran out of fuel in the 4 middle tanks before I actually landed. And that's a problem because my landing struts are on those 4 tanks. If I don't have those landing struts. I can still theoretically land. I did it back on Kerbin with the help of MechJeb, but I really don't want to use MechJeb if I don't have to. And so without those lander struts, I'm basically landing on the tips of the engines, which might not be the best thing. So, anyways, we've got our other 3 orange tanks here docked, and just transferring fuel. Yes, shortest episode ever for me. Well, at least in this series. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to continue watching, feel free to subscribe. And if you liked the episode, please leave a like. Those really help channels that are just starting out like me. Suggestions, comments, leave them down below. In any case, you've been watching Tylo or Bust. I'm Mike Braedley. I'll see you next time.